Question of the day. Is your credit score a little less than perfect? Or could you just use a couple more points to top you off? Well, that is what we are talking about here today. We are talking about two brand new debit cards that can help raise your credit score. And that is simply amazing. And no, I am not talking about credit cards. No, I am not talking about charge cards like the American Express card. I am talking 100% debit cards. So let's get the show started in 3, 2, 1. Hello one and all, welcome to Step Ahead with Ernie Rivera. I am your host, Ernie Rivera, and today we are talking about two brand new debit cards that can help raise your credit score, and I mean by a good amount. So, how is this possible? What are we talking about here today? And doesn't it usually have to be credit cards that raise your credit score? Seeing as how the credit cards report to the credit bureau, well, we are going to talk about all of that right now. But first, if you could, I would just like you to click like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get the new videos as soon as they come out. Once again, it helps me defeat the evil YouTube algorithm. So let's go, let's do it, and let's get started. So the first card I'm going to talk about is the self-lending card. And this was previously known as the self-lending card, that is, and I think now they just go by self. But it is a self-debit card. And this is exactly how their program works. First of all, I'd like to say that a couple years ago, my credit score was less than perfect. My credit score was less than perfect because of a number of things that were going on all at once, and we got that sorted out. How did we get that sorted out? A big player was the self-lending card. And this is exactly how it works. So, you Google self debit card, and you apply. Should you want to? Should you choose to? And they are going to give you a card because that is how it works. Bad credit is not an issue. They will issue you one of these cards, and it works like this. You enter into a deal with Self, and they'll give you a short-term loan. Let's say 3 months, 5 months, etc. You set the amount. So let's say you set an amount of, I don't know, $500 or $1,000 with them. You say, please Self, lend me $500, lend me $1,000. And what they do is they lend you the money, but they don't give it to you. Instead, they enter it into the bank, into a special account for you that will earn interest. And each month, you pay them just a little bit of money to equal the amount of money that they were going to give you. At the end of this, you should have paid the full amount. You should have paid about $500, about $1,000, something like that. And after all is said and done, they will give you back. They will give you back all the money that you paid them. But because you borrowed it in the first place, your credit score will go up because each month they will be reporting to the credit bureaus for you. So yes, this could negatively affect your credit score if you cannot keep making monthly payments then. But if you can, if you're interested in raising your credit score, again, you borrow $1,000 from them, which they put into the bank for you, earning interest, and you pay them monthly until you have earned $1,000, and then at the end they give you the full amount back, minus a relatively small fee, which they will keep for reporting for the credit bureaus for you. So, where did I say debit card? Well, here's the thing. Once you start paying them, let's say you've paid them, I don't know, $500,000. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Whoa, not $500,000. Let's say you paid them $500 out of the $1,000 that they were supposed to lend you, something like that. Well, then they are going to, should you choose to, you can get a secured debit card from them, for which you can charge whatever you want, and they will take that money out of the money that you've been paying them. Again, you have to pay them back on top of that. So at the end of the day, your credit score is being raised in two ways. One, you are paying them back monthly for the amount that you borrowed from them, the initial amount. And two, you are paying back with this debit card that they issued you, should you choose to accept it. And you don't have to accept the debit card, but that is just a second way to raise your credit score through Self. Again, after all is said and done, after about 3 months, 6 months, or a year, whatever the length is, you will have paid them everything back. Then they will basically give you back every single dime that you paid them, with the exception of a small fee, which they keep for their work, and they have reported to the credit bureaus for you each month out of those 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. That is amazing. That's pretty cool. I believe I was with Self for 6 months, I believe, paying a total of, I think, $500. It might have been a little bit more, but I think it might have been about $500 at 6 months. And my credit score was raised by 40 points. No joke, 40 points. So that is something to consider. The second card we are talking about here today is the Extra Debit card. That is right, the Extra Debit card. And I do not have personal experience with this card. I heard about it recently on Meet Kevin, and it sounded so amazingly fascinating that I needed to look into it. After looking into it, I found some really interesting things, and I just really want to share with you today, as I think it can be immensely useful in helping a lot of people raise their credit score. So here is the deal. Again, not financial advisor, not financial advice. Got to look into everything yourself. Education and entertainment purposes only, but here we are. So the Extra Debit card is really amazing in my opinion because of this. You sign up with the Extra Debit card online and you link your bank account to it. You can afterwards you can feed them. You can fund your Extra Debit card with money from your bank account. So there is now a pile in your Extra Debit card amount, right? So let's say you're out one day and you have $500 or something like that in your Extra Debit card account, and you buy a candy bar which costs $2. So you use your Extra Debit card to pay for the candy bar, and do they pull it out of your account? No, not right away. That's the thing, right? Because in order to report to the credit bureaus, they need to lend you something. So what they do instead is they pay for your candy bar with their own money. They pay with their own $2. You are borrowing $2 from them for a period of one single working day. One single working day, after which they remove the $2 from your debit card account. So they are lending you $2 for one single day. Let's look at it this way. So you're out on a shopping spree. You go to Target and maybe Walmart or the grocery store, whatever you do, I don't know. But you racked up a bill of like $300 on your Extra Debit card, and you have, let's say, $500 of money stored in there. So what they are going to do, again, they're going to loan you $300 for that one working day, after which they will pull $300 out of the account that you funded. So they have lent you the money for one single working day. That counts as a loan, and at the end of the month, they count up everything that you borrowed, all the things for one day each, and they report that amount to the credit bureau. So, I mean, it's hard not to pay that one on time because it's already funded. It's already funded with your money. That's the only thing you can spend. The amount that you funded it is the amount you're going to be able to spend with them. So they can always get money from you only on the things that you are already spending anyway. I would not recommend it for a shopping spree, but if you're already going to spend the money, spend a little on this card, and they lend you the money for a day, and they report everything at the end of the month. Your credit score starts going up, and after a few months of doing this, 3-6 months, you're going to start seeing some awesome numbers. So that is what we're talking about here today. We're talking about the Self Credit Builder account, and we are talking about the Extra Debit card. Both amazing in my opinion. Definitely I would go back to them if I needed any more points on my credit. I would definitely go back to them. It looks really great, really amazing. So friends, family, real quick, if you would not mind, one more time, clicking like, subscribe, and hitting that notification bell if this video has added anything to your day. It really means a lot to me, really helps me out, helps me build my channel. Thank you so much. I wish you all a good day, a good Black Friday, a good day after Thanksgiving, and a happy holiday season. I wish to see you all very soon. Take care. Bye. Peace.